Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight at 6. I'm Sarah Horbacewicz here with meteorologist Corrales Ortiz. Corrales, I've just been in a great mood all day because of this weather.
It was amazing. We've just been seeing the return of that sunshine throughout the morning, and the afternoon has just been fantastic. It was very soggy yesterday. We have more of the sunshine to enjoy for the rest of the weekend, so we're looking good.
I always love hearing that, more sunshine.
Exactly, especially with a pretty busy weekend going on event-wise. So here's a look at what we're seeing right now, just current temperatures. It's a little bit on the cooler end. We're seeing pockets of 40s and 50s across the area, but still a lot warmer compared to yesterday by almost 5 to 10 degrees, where we were stuck around the low to mid 40s. Tonight, it's going to be a quiet and clear night. Those winds will be a lot lighter, clear skies, temperatures on the chilly side dropping to around or below freezing, around the low 30s to upper 20s across the region. But we have some warmer days in store in the forecast. I'll talk more about that and our next chance for some rain in the picture as well coming up.
Tonight, Brock Welch's family speaks out after police arrest his suspected killer. The arrest comes over a month after his death. A statement provided by Welch's attorney extends a sincere thank you to North Little Rock Police, adding, quote, "In particular, they would like to thank Detective Coburn, who led the investigation, and would not rest until he was able to make an arrest based on solid scientific evidence." 19-year-old Emil McCoy was arrested yesterday by North Little Rock Police and U.S. Marshals. He's charged with capital murder and is being held in the Pulaski County Jail without bond. His arraignment is set for Tuesday. An officer has been fired from the Pulaski County Juvenile Detention Center. The reason, quote, violent and unacceptable language towards a teen. Here's what we know right now. On January 7th, 3 officers are reported to have subdued someone using force. That force prompted an investigation. It found that one of the officers used, quote, violent and inappropriate language towards the resident. That officer was fired this week, but not identified. Now, Pulaski County Judge Barry Hyde says because of this instance, all officers will be enrolled in a regular de-escalation training. Shorter College is celebrating Black History Month and its founding today, announcing their plans to expand campus. THV 11's Julissa Garza joins us with a closer look at what's in store for the North Little Rock HBCU. Julissa?
Yeah, Sarah, exciting things are happening at Shorter College soon. Students won't have to worry about driving to campus if they don't want to.
On Locust Street sits Shorter College, a school full of history.
It was founded shortly after the Civil War in 1886 by the African Methodist Episcopal Church.
The 2-year historically Black college, a big part of the North Little Rock community.
Shorter College is one of our jewels in our city. We don't take advantage of it enough.
It is a major economic engine because of its payroll and the student population, but it also is a creator of human capital for the North Little Rock and Pulaski County workforce.
President Jerome Green says big things are happening at Shorter.
Shorter College has had a complete facelift within the past 10 years. And we have additional work that is taking place to beautify the campus, to make the campus more functional, to make it more efficient. This is our first year returning to intercollegiate sports with men's basketball and women's basketball, and we had a winning season, by the way.
President Green says having student athletes helped the school transition away from just being a commuter campus.
Making that decision also made it necessary to have the ability to house them. The first in a set of 3 dormitories that are planned, which allows Shorter College to return to residential housing. This is something that we have not had in over 20 years.
This is only the beginning as they continue growing the campus and what programs they have to offer.
To create a technology campus for our business entrepreneurship program and computer science technology. That's on the drawing board, along with just so many other things. We're just very excited.
Construction is set to kick off in 30 days. The plan is for the building to be 2 stories and will be able to fit 48 students. The college hopes that these dorms will be ready by August. Sarah?
All right, thanks, Julissa. Now, hours ago, we learned that an unidentified object has been shot down after violating Canadian airspace. Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau ordered the takedown. Canadian and U.S. aircrafts were used, and a U.S. F-22 successfully fired at the object. Trudeau then spoke with President Biden about the incident this afternoon. Canadian forces will now recover and analyze the wreckage of that object, but meanwhile, searchers have not yet reached the unknown object that was shot down yesterday over Alaska. Christian Benavides has the report.
U.S. officials say President Biden gave the order for an F-22 military fighter jet to shoot down the unknown object flying over Alaska's icy northern coast.
The weather gets cold. The object shot down over Alaska, Mr. President? Success.
But as investigators work this weekend to gather more information, the object's origin and purpose remains a mystery.
We do not know who owns it. Whether it's state-owned or corporate-owned or privately owned. We just don't know.
White House National Security Council spokesman John Kirby said the device, described as about the size of a small car, was flying at some 40,000 feet and presented a reasonable threat to the safety of civilian flights. Last Saturday, Air Force fighter jets downed the much larger suspected Chinese spy balloon off South Carolina's coast after it crossed the continental United States.
What is concerning is that it was yet another unidentified object violating U.S. sovereignty.
Republican Alaska Governor Mike Dunleavy says the Chinese balloon should have been taken down much sooner. In a statement, he says there is very little margin for error. Russian territory is only a few miles away. We are the one state closest to the Korean Peninsula and China. Alaska is truly on the front lines. Christian Benavides, CBS News.
Multiple sources tell CBS News that the FBI searched former Vice President Mike Pence's home in Indiana today. An advisor for Pence says the DOJ conducted, quote, a thorough and unrestricted search of 5 hours and removed one document with classified markings and 6 additional pages without such markings, which were not discovered in the initial review by the Vice President's counsel. Last month, an attorney says they located what was said to be a small number of classified documents at Pence's home. In our Buddy Check 11 breast cancer awareness report for February, we have an amazing woman for you to meet. As Wake Up Central's Karen Fuller shows us, despite her globally recognized medical knowledge, she's a down-to-earth Arkansan who only wants the best for her patients. Karen?
Dr. Rhonda Henry Tillman is a professor in the surgery department at UAMS and the chief of breast oncology at the Winthrop P. Rockefeller Cancer Institute. But that's only part of her day job. Dr. Rhonda Henry Tillman's childhood started here in Arkansas.
I grew up in Mississippi County, Flyville, Arkansas. At the age of 16, I moved to California, where I completed high school there and went on to medical school at the University of California in San Diego.
By surprise, she found herself back in Arkansas for her residency at UAMS. I asked her why she chose cancer treatment and what makes her look forward to a work day.
Caring for patients make me want to come to work. Specializing in the disease of breast took me to a place to care for women or men with disease of the breast. It was a specialty that was important to me, and I felt that I could make a difference.
And what a difference she's made since joining the staff in 1998. Here she is at a 2017 ceremony where she was invested as a recipient of the prestigious Muriel Balsam Cone Chair in Breast Surgical Oncology at UAMS. Look closer at the picture. Dr. Henry Tillman is joined by former NBA basketball star Dikembe Mutombo, who spoke at the event. The two became friends by chance, and when Mutombo opened a hospital in his native Republic of Congo, he asked Dr. Henry Tillman to come train the all-male surgeons in more modern techniques.
I go with the team of doctors that does women cancer. So we develop cancer programs that deal with breast cancer and gynecologic malignancies.
Anyone who knows Dr. Henry Tillman will tell you she is compassionate about access. She spearheaded the start of a health initiative disparities research team with the goal to bring awareness to every county in Arkansas.
We try to spread the word, not just about breast cancer, but about cancer and education and medical conditions overall. And so that's important. You can't just take one message to a community. You need to take the whole message to the community about health care and about access and about resources that are available to you.